Hello, it is your sleepless guide back again. I don't know why I was doing accents. Probably because I'm I'm a weird creature. But this is What If Harry Potter Was in the FNAF Universe Part 2. Uh, just to answer some not, I don't know if I have actually, I didn't even look in the comments. I'm not going to lie yet. I haven't checked them. There's probably none. No one really comments. If you do, it's fine. I'll comment back if necessary. But you don't really know. Okay, number one, if you want to know about the FNAF universe, you probably should learn a little bit before watching these videos. But I'll be going over the lore as best as I physically possibly can. You don't really have to go over the Harry Potter universe. I will be going over that a lot. And if there's any questions, just comment and I'll try to explain as best as possible in the next video or in the comment down below. But also, recaps might be going a little bit because I'm not going to be explaining the entire video because the entire last video was an hour long. I can't explain all of that in just a simple recap. So, I'll explain the very close ending parts, but not sprice details, basically. Number one, Harry found out that Harry's basically a master at seals as well as machinery. He has a great intellect for that, so when he went to the first FNAF place, he found out fixing up some of the machinery, fixing up some of the code, as well as connecting with some of the actual, original FNAF characters. Fixing up some of their, beings, but also making their wishes come true. A couple of things happened with Dudley. With the bullying sense of that, them having to figure out having to be more human-like, but still being more animatronics, seeing if they should kill him or just scare him. And at the end of it, we saw the house that the Dursleys was sitting in burst into flames because of a gas leak, and a man with a wand disappear in the distance. That's where we ended. As we see Freddy as rushing in, as we're going to go into Harry, as this is mostly where we're going to be our point of view in. He feels the flames get closer into his hands and his face itself burns. He kind of smiles because he's like, well, this is not the way I see myself going out, as he felt something break the glass and grab him as it almost seems like it rips, but it's like it was gentle. He rips out as he feels someone running, as the air around him burns, like his flesh hurts, as he hears the opening of a door and voices all around him, as he's in the pizzeria. As all the voices are around him, as all the other, basically animatronics. He hears baby. What do we do? What do we do? Think, baby, think. We hear the dark animatronics. Oh, shit. Fuck. He's burning. You can see his fucking bones, basically. As we hear the marionette. Baby, we know where we need to go. As Inner looks up, no, we don't. I don't want to. We know it's the best place for him. As Baby says, I'll bring him. As he picks him up, as you feel him going inside of Baby's suit, running as the pins on Baby close in, as you see her body get smaller, but not small enough where it will crush Harry. He runs, Baby runs, as Marionette is kind of morphs and changes to grab on Baby as they run to a house that looks abandoned, almost broken, as Baby almost rips down the fucking door. As Harry's inside, as his hands are barely able to twitch, as his consciousness is slowly leaving, but he's still trying to stay connected. As you hear the marionette say, stay conscious. Keep your eyes open. As it's harder as time goes on. As they hear clicking of some buttons as they go down an elevator. It almost feels like it takes forever, but they finally lay him on a table. and injects something inside of him. He feels the needle pierce the side of his neck, as well as pierce his leg, as well as pierce his upper abdomen next to his heart, almost middle of his chest, as he feels something crawl inside of him. As he goes unconscious, the pain is too much. He falls asleep. As this is the Afton family home, particularly Williams Afton's laboratory, where he did a lot of his experiments and did a lot of his things. This is also where Baby was captured for a long, long time before breaking out with Ennard. This is also where the marionette and marionettes was kept for a long, long time. As the things that they inject him with were called nanobots, one of Afton's creations. He was trying to figure out if he could fill someone's soul with these nanobots and take them over. He never got them tested, but Baby basically injected him with them to make him fix his skin. He's filling them up, making him mix between skin, metal, and bones. As you see Harry's eyes open up, and he's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck, that hurts. His Baby says, don't move. Why do I feel something crawling inside my flesh? And his Baby's like, well, something is crawling inside your flesh. Baby, what the fuck did you do? And he says, save your alive? Okay. That's a good answer. That's a really good fucking answer to my question. As he feels his flesh almost like clicking together, like they're melding, and he looks over, he's like, is my flesh purple? Am I seeing shit, or my flesh purple? Your flesh is purple. That's bad. That's bad, isn't it? Well, you were burned really bad. As he tries to stand up, as Baby's like, I don't. Fuck! As he screams like loud, and he's like, okay, don't stand up. I understand. Okay, let me just. Oh, okay. Let me just get eased into this. Where am I? And why are nanobots into my skin? As he remembers what happened. As he says, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. I get it. As he's slowly, the nanobots work its way and starts basically fixing up the rest of his body, but removing his pain basically from him. It's basically really fast pain meds. As he's starting to, after a couple of hours, be able to move without too much pain and too much injury going into his body. But when he stands, he looks around. What is this place? Our old home. As Marionette is looking at the old laboratory, as she walks downstairs, you hear the creak of the floor. He looks up as he sees her with a stuffed animal. A stuffed bear. He looks at it. Your sons. Yes. Gabriel. The crying child. This is what the FNAF family knows him as. My youngest. As Baby looks over. What about Michael? As Harry looks over, his eyes It's also changed colors from the brightest green to the purplish color. Looks around. And he looks at the windows and buttons on the keyboard. And he sees something. He sees something in Baby, the bright green soul. He sees something in the marionette, this bluish, purplish soul. And he looks around and he sees a purple soul, but not too purple, a lighter purple, almost like it was a little tinge of orange inside of it. Another black, completely black skull with a soul with a little tinges of blue. Another green soul with just the brightest green, and the last soul, a tinge of complete and utter orange. As he clicks a button, as lights go on, as you see 4 animatronics. You see a wolf. You see a like almost representation of another, like of damn it, what's her fucking name? Chica. Munching, chomping. You see a crocodile with his fucking hands as he's thrashing, trying to rip. As you see a bear, the purple soul. He grabs, as Harry grabs, his pain comes back, but it's not pain, it's anger. He looks at the purple soul. It's as his body drops, as he feels the pain rush back again, but it's to his head this time. He looks over as it's a dark soul, as he sees it in the robotics. He looks at the fucking monitor, looks at everything. This fucker, as he seems like he fucking rips his hands as his head hurts so bad, but it's still there. He looks up as he sees in the electronics of it, this fucking dark purple glitching. He stands up and he clicks on the monitor. As it turns on, like glitches pop up, looks up, smiles, as you can see at the edges of his mouth, they couldn't fix everything, so this smile almost becomes like literally ear to ear, because the scars from his mouth are like basically like shark teeth open. As he goes on under to the computer, as is like a spinny chair, but it's like welded onto the ground spinny chair. As he looks at the computer with this fucking toothy grin, as Baby only steps back, as he's feeling with anger, almost bloodlusted anger, but he's smiling, and he's like, what is it? This bitch fucking kept himself somewhere. As Marionette steps forward and goes up to him, grabs his shoulder. He's in the... Yes. As he starts typing on the computer, he's in the fucking mainframe. He knows we're here. As he smiles, but he can't do anything about it. As he looks at one of the cameras that were tilted towards him, it almost looks like, can't you fucking... Can't you, Afton? Can't you do nothing? As he almost whispers it. He's not yelling yet, but he's getting there. As he looks over at the camera, and he's like, he looks at it like he's a fucking monster. Can't you do nothing to stop me? As he whispers in the thing, as a ginormous, as a rabbit pops on screen. You don't do shit. You can't do shit. I can't. I always come back. As he clicks a button, as it shocks him and almost fucking starts glitching him out again. I can't do nothing, can I? Oh, I can do so much. I can do so much to you. But you will have to wait. As he whispers it closely, it almost sounds like he's trying to wait his patience. I got souls to save. Particular as he leans over. Your son, isn't it? As he fucking hits the, that's not my fucking son. He killed my son. As he yells it, I can't be loud. Sorry, I can't be loud in my apartment. Got thin walls. Already got a noise complaint once. We're not going to get another one. I'm an articulate human being. He yells as loud as he possibly can. And I'm guessing those are his friends that he was talking about to me. Michael's friends, but he didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that. They were stupid kids. I'm a stupid kid. Smiles. But you be coming with me. As he clicks a button, as it shuts off the thing. As he stands up. As the marionette says, wait, that's Michael. As he sits on back on, that's Michael. As you look at the bear. So what's Psycho's friend Fredbear, whatever that was called by him? He hands it. As he clicks, he types in a password on the computer. As it turns on cameras that are lighting up the houses, they take a step back. As he grabs Psychic friend and points it at himself. It smiles. As it shows up on one of the cameras. Just a camera to follow around his kid. Didn't help him. Was there. As days go by, as a couple things go down. Number one, Michael and his friends get released and refixed with new parts and new parts were already like added onto them by the original, aka Purple Guy, or obviously Michael Afton. Michael Afton? Mike Afton? No, Michael Afton. No, that's not Michael Afton. Michael Afton is the crying child's brother, aka the baby's brother. It's Henry Afton. Sorry, Henry. No, not Henry. Henry is dead. He's still dead. He is dead. We're just gonna call him Purple Guy because I don't remember all their fucking names. I'm sorry. We'll do more research as time goes on, I guess. His Purple Guy is dead. Still trapped into the code into the mainframe itself, because that's where he put himself into. He put his essence into it when he died. But they burned the suit itself just in case there's anything left, as they took the code inside, the soul inside, what they now nickname Glitch Trap, inside of a disc, aka not really a disc, fucking shit. What is those things called? You can see that I'm terrible with names. A literal, like, basically like memory file for someone, Harry, to fuck with, as well as new bodies are getting built. They believe that Harry is dead at this point in time because the house burned down and everyone believes it is dead. But because they are in America, American news obviously doesn't always go to England, especially if it's like a lower thing like that's like a burning building. So no one believes that Harry's dead. And with his face so burnt, it's so hard to recognize him, and all of his fingerprints are also gone. So yeah. But we go back to the pizzeria as you see that some new faces are sitting there as He's sitting on the table. His flesh has finally became more or less raw. He can now touch things without fucking hurting himself. As his body is still purple, as his hair is shorter than ever. Fucking hates it. He looks around. Smiles. Oh my gosh, what fucking happened to us? As he looks at all the animatronics. I knew it if something like this would happen. As the animatronics looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? Harry, are you... He raises his hand to silence him. We're all fucked up in our own ways. Look at us. Animatronics. Monsters. Dolls. Some of us wants to be human. Some of us stay as animatronics, as Michael. Looking around as Golden Freddy looks at both of them. Some of us friends, some of us family. As all of them look at each other, but we're all here. We're all fucking here. And let's build something out of this. Out of this horror show that we have. This is when Harry's right now is 8 years old. It's his 8th birthday today. As he smiles at his family. And he calls at them, you're my family. You are all my family now, and you're everyone else's family as well. The Nightmare Animatronics, the fucking everyone else, even fucking Balloon Boy over there. You're my family. So let's build something out of this. Let's build something so incredible that the world can see how good we are. As he looks at himself. I'm changing my name too. Harry died in the house fire. I'm changing my name to James Howlett. Is everyone okay with that? As they look at him, smiles. You could change your name to fucking Henry Emily, and we wouldn't care. As they all look at each other. So we're family now. Is that it? Where the fuck does as Golden Freddy looks down as both of their voices talk at the same time. We're the most fucked up family that I've ever been a part of. As Harry looks at him. You know that's a lie. You've been in a family full of murderers. As he looks up. One murderer and that was it. As other Freddy looks abashed, technically, too. Mine was an accident. As these seems like they almost forgave each other, but there's still a little edge on the other soul of the Golden Freddy. Let's do this shit. We're gonna do a 3-year time skip, and I'm gonna tell you what happens in those 3 years, but for a reason, this is gonna be a 3-year time skip. Because mostly I'm not going to go over every little shit that happens in those 3 years. Number one, they buy the rights of number one, Fazbear Entertainment and also Fazbear Technology. They buy all the rights for it. As well as stripping everything from Henry's main office from the house, and also technically ripping that fucking shit down and building another entertainment place there. James Hallett, aka Harry. I'm just gonna say Harry, but if we're having conversations with with other people, he will say his name is James, and that is fine. Has made in leaps and bounds in number one, magical enchantments, but number two, his enchanted work in particularly. Megame has an enchantment mask that looks like literally the doll, like literally the doll's mask. That when he puts it on, it basically makes his face look normal, as well as he wears black gloves everywhere and a very long sleeve shirt to cover up all of his scar tissue. But his mask is usually only there when he's not talking with the other animatronics. He's built 4 more Faz locations, racking up cash because he's not like Henry and he's not like Emily. Well, Henry or any of them, where he doesn't have a vicious murder ruining his business, but he's also very cautious what he does. As well as all of the souls in the bodies, they work together to do their jobs properly. But he starts building what we call animatronic copies of the other animatronics. So like of Golden Freddy animatronic copy, and upgrading their suits technology to fit that, where they now have a number one an interface, an AI interface between every single one of the other copies of themselves. Basically, Harry has basically made multiple different copies of all of the animatronics and has sent it so you can have multiple different Faz locations, and those Faz locations have the same animatronics, same everything, and they run the exact same and they do the exact same, but we're not stretching them thin. And then they make the Megaplex, the mall, because they understand that entertainment is good for the children, but we need something to rank in the parents. And this is where we go really major. The doll has now a security unit. They were just carrying pistols, but now they're carrying M4s, as well as multiple locations with that, as this is where most of the animatronics that are not copies are in. As well, they made multiple. Number one, they made what they call the rabbit. The rabbit controls all the security system of it, not by itself. There's 2 security bots. There's the rabbit, and then there's what would they call it? Jasper, or what they usually just call Jasper. They call him Jasper. I'm sorry, I don't have a better nickname for him. They call him Jasper, and Jasper controls all of the basically workings. It's basically another bot with better interfacing with computers and stuff like that, similar to Harry in that general sense, but it's supposed to secure most of the children and people, while the rabbit, purple rabbit, that is technically a form of Henry / the crying child, is supposed to control everything else, basically the security unit. So anything goes down, the doll robots who are constantly walking around, how to control them. There's a second AI force called literally the puppet, though, that controls all of the bots at once, and controls Jasper as well as the rabbit. They control all of that. So it's not just one force. To explain that as better, it's a line, and the puppet controls everything. As security pod number 1, technically. But all of them are built to kill. All of the animatronics have very murderous vibes, and Harry has to kind of control them out of that. But all of them have gotten more metal physiques, for more able to take more bullets. This is Harry's basically being very truthful to me and to the rest of you. They can take bullets very well. particularly like a lot of the newer ones, because they were already like really metaled up, you're very easy to upgrade for Harry at least, and as well as enchant. But a lot of them he had to work emotionally with, especially the traumas that he dealt with the purple guy. They they had high levels of trauma where he had to work them through, especially Michael, especially because that was his father. But different ones. So like uh, the fox robot. Oh God, sorry, wolf robot. Uh, she has high level of trust issues, but she's very, in the words of it, like mine type of. Now after it, she has control issues, as well as she likes to protect her shit. Like her stuff is her shit, and people are her shit. Like now Harry is part of her people list, as well as the other animatronics, and she's very vicious almost in the sense of the word, as well as children in the general sense. So like particularly little girls. Don't think that's weird. She's also a little girl technically. So like when people like insult little girls about their like looks and types of things, she's very vicious almost, like wanting to be ruthless, and Harry had to almost show her how to defensivize that and talk to them and move around this, but also if they're being very mean, how to uh build confidence into those little girls where that won't affect them instead of being violent. Uh the other girl, just to go down the list, we're gonna go girl, boy, boy, boy. Girl is a de-stressor. Wants How did they de-stress? Is to eat, because that's what she did when she was a kid. Uh, and now that it's now ramped up to 1,000, but Harry had to almost calm that down out of her, but also how to give her like, she now has gum, like what we call like basically electronic gum that gives her extra energy to chew on to calm her nerves. Michael is just depressed. He thinks he's a failure because number one, he should have saw what his father was, and number two, he let a lot of his siblings dead. Like when he looks at like Golden Freddy, that's his brother. He looks at his mom, and he looks at his like, they're dead, and it's his fault. But Harry had to basically tell him off multiple times, saying, "It's not your fault that these people died. It's your fault that they. It's not your. It's never going to be your fault. It's your fault that you're blaming yourself for that, and you should never blame yourself for that." And then the crocodile, and I forgot his name because he's very unimportant. It's just incredibly amount of anger and rage, especially for like adults, but also like children who are bullies. He's big because like he saw what he happened when he was a kid and he was a bully, and how fucked up it can be. So he's very angry, and he had to, again, he had to, all of them had to talk to Harry how to fucking like desensitize, like how to solve this, because like Gators, like he had to like, when he's hanging out with more kids who are bullies, how do we fucking deal with this? Where it's like, how do I deal with my anger and my rage? And they go to Harry. Same as the rest of the animatronics, because like they see him as number one, their son, but also number two, their counsel. Uh, but that's the last first. That's the first year of just going on. As you know, they get really popular. They get a lot more money, but also a lot younger kids, babies. So this is where Harry builds a couple more machines. Number one, he buys a massive plot of land to start building these machines better and weller. These are the words we'll use here because we're dumb, but better and faster, and particularly uh, the puppet robots to defend his areas as well as from creeps. Uh, Upgrading the rest of the machines as well as giving the nightmare robots way more control over the nighttime, because the nightmare robots, copies of them as well, have their bodies are so lightweight and skeleton like that they can move so well in the darkness that no one can see them, as well as they have such great stealth abilities that they train the new nightmare robots to basically be stealth killers, but also to be how to defend how to not be seen, as well as the puppet controls of the new puppet robots, how to shoot, how to fire, and how to kill without being like seen. Like those are those types of people. But also, Baby and Ennard are now their lawyers, literally looking like humans. They both can look like humans, particularly Ennard, who has a robot human suit that looks exactly like a human, as well as Baby able to making her look like a human with her uh like actually looking like a human, changing her like body to make her look like a human. They both went and became legal lawyers going into obviously school for that. Obviously, because their machine's able to do that, and outside of 2 years, able to like 4 years or 6 years, be able to do that in like a year and a half, really, because like they can almost they able to skip a lot of classes as well, giving them a lot of college things by Harry able to hack into a lot of things. But they both are registered lawyers to be part of the Fazbear Entertainment needs, and they fight really fucking well together, at least. But when they started getting younger kids, we had the marionette take care of them. But the marionette can take care of like toddlers. Babies, though, is a different thing. She has patience, don't count me wrong, but her lullabies are not the best. And a lot of adults do not, well, sorry, let me fix that. Marionette is better with babies, sleeping, awake, moving around and stuff like that. Like she was better with babies, but can't really do toddlers with playing around and stuff like that, as well as like she doesn't really know how to control toddlers as well. So they made Moon and Sun and Moon, to deal with toddlers. Harry's own creation. Sun and Moon is perfect, particularly for nap time and stuff like that. Harry based it off of himself though a lot more. So Moon is a lot more based off his anger and rage sometimes. Not for children at all. And Sun is based off his bubbly personality. But Harry sees that Moon is aggressive to adults who are abusive to children a lot of the time, and had to because again, he codes them, he puts them together, but they let their own personality off of him and off of the other animatronics. So Moon is like incredibly aggressive when it comes to adults who are like the first year out, he accidentally injured a dad who slapped their child across the face, a toddler who was like 4, and Moon broke his left arm. No lawsuit, obviously, because it's child abuse and he was protecting a child. But Harry had to talk to Moon about that a lot. How that should be your first option, but that was a good thing that happened, that you did that, because if that went any more aggressive, that child could be interminably dangerous, but also explain that traumatized the child as well. And Moon understand that. Let's go into this a little bit more. Now that we have the building blocks, we can go into it. As Harry is sitting at his desk, tinkering, moving, you hear clocks as you hear typing and clicking and staring as he looks over and he sees Jasper. Jasper's at the computer with thousands of cameras. Thousands. And he's looking at all of them. Basically connected to all of them, but he also has eyes as well. He's a small little child. You see with his robotic parts are not hidden as the other ones are. They are out, and it's almost like cords are connected to the actual devices itself. It's just like rabbit, do your job and stop fucking about. As Harriet looks over, Jasper looks over. Yes, Jack? Cursing. We talked about that. That's not the best response. Please start doing your job or I will destroy you. That's better, I guess. As he clicks, as you see, how's the rest of the animatronics going? Everyone's doing fine. Seems like. It seems like Moon is. Seems like there might be a problem happening in Gator Golf here soon, though. You might want to go down there now. What's going on? As it's like, seems like our little Gator friend is not being pleasant with some adults who are, talking very madly to their child. Yeah, I'll go. Jasper, what would I do without you? He stands up, he grabs his mask and he puts it onto his face. As you see it almost folds in itself and makes itself like go around and his entire face as it blends in like it's a second skin, and grabs him his gloves and puts it on. Probably die. Not wrong. As he opens up, he grabs a walkie-talkie and puts it out. Structure James Howlett coming out. As you hear a couple of them. Oh shit, the big boss is out. Coming in to rescue. As he smiles a little bit, as those are the new puppets. All of them have different personalities. Some of them are boisterous, some of them are more serious. It's always based off the puppet, but they all have different voices. As the puppet says, as you see in her girl voice, I can't do one because I'm not a girl. Stay serious. God damn it, that's not the right voice. Stay serious. We're on duty. As the other puppets are like, shit, boss is on. Boss is on the network. As it almost seems like he's wearing like kind of not stilts, but he's looking like he's taller, but he's not actually not that tall. He's looking around 5'7" when he's really actually like 5'2". As he walks up, he's like, as Gator, you see is like tensioning his hands as he's like, oh, good swing, as he complimenting a lot of the kids. But you see one of the parents who are grabbing onto their child and yelling at them that, you need to share and stuff like that with the other kids. As he walks up as, hello, madam, as he looks over. What are you doing here? You're just, as he looks at him and says, I'm actually the owner of this place. And as he looks over at one of the kids' hand, as his entire like forearm is bruised by just the way she was gripping and her rings. As he looks at the kid itself, as it's an older child, roughly around like 7 or 6 years old, as he looks at him and sees bruising in the left sort of eye, and he grabs him his walkie-talkie and says, check one. We have a 234 incident. And that means a 234 incident means, in at least their lingo, because they don't want to tell the parent that there might be an abusive child, that you need to basically look at them and see and check out the bruising and see if this happened naturally or unnaturally. As he looks over, I'm one of the security guards, aka the business owner of this place. As the woman almost takes a step back. You look incredibly, yeah, I know, young. Moisturizer, a lot of it. Just wondering if everything's going awry. As you see Gator kind of releasing his hands a little bit, knowing that it's fine. He just needs to share with his brother a little bit more. As you see, his brother is a younger kid and looks spoiled shitless. Okay. We do not. As he looks over at the hands and the arms, and looks over at the parent again, he says, we don't like incidents of abuse here. Abuse. I'm not abusing my child. This is not abuse. Just saying it now. I hope you have a happy day, but just keep keep your nose down. We're trying to keep everyone as happy as possible here. As he walks away, as he goes on the mic, definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4. That means basically definitely an abuse. Definitely an abuse charge. Might need to contact Child Protective Services. Also, check out their names. Check out everything. As the puppet, hear the puppet's voice. Exactly the puppet's voice saying, "Got it," and completely orders a couple of puppets to scan the areas. As he's walking around, his Gator looks at him as he radios to Gator, "Calm down. Calm down. You're with children. You know what happens when you're with children, and that happens. You will kill her. Your max amount of strength, your minimum amount of strength will kill her. Calm down. Relax. Help the kid out. Give him some extra pointers. Make him feel like he's free. Ask questions." As he whispers that, as he walks away. Is there any other instance, Jasper? As Jasper is connected straight into a Bluetooth earphone. Nothing currently. Seems like there might be a time for you to relax, though. You know I never relax. That's our problem, sir. When you became my mom. When your mom died. Hey, Jasper. Calm your shit, okay? We might have an incident, though, in about 12 seconds. 12 seconds, that's faster than I thought. Moon just popped out. Fuck. As you see, Harry goes into more of a jog / sprint motion. As you see Moon, who is like claws basically out. As you see a bleeding child, as like his nose is completely bleeding, almost looks like it's broken. As he says, he taps into the ear. What happened, Jasper? Abusive mother and abusive father both look like they're drunk. Shit. Snuck beers in, or snuck, we believe, snuck beers in, but they were they hid it incredibly well in cans of soda. Seems like they brought extra glasses. Remind the guards that they need extra training after this. Then if they snuck them in, remember that searching is very in particular. As Jasper says, credible. As the child is completely crying, but it almost looks like he's about to be unconscious. As Moon is out, claws out, as one of the parents are looking quite scared as he whispers in, Puppet, we're going to need guards in Area 4. Area 4, we're going to need guards. As puppet guards come in, you see pistols. I'm not drawn yet, but there. As he walks up and he sees one of the adults, as he's like, "Oh, you're the manager here?" He says, Yes, I'm the manager here." As he walks up to him, almost super casually, "One of your animatronic looking things almost started threatening me after I properly," as Harry he doesn't even get a chance, as Harry cocks back an arm and just fucking rips, knocking his ass out with one punch. Yeah, that's it. As Moon starts to back up, okay. As the woman's like, "Ooh, what?" As the woman gets, you see her, she gets both two puppets grab her arm, puts her down on the ground. You see handcuffs type over. As Moon, now, as Moon runs over to the child and starts comforting her. Remember, Moon is young at this point, 2 years old max. His mistake was over like an old style for children to get used to, because kids don't need to see the new, like, coolest style. They can see an old style that's nice. And Moon comforting the child, talking nice words as, "Call police and Child Protective Services." Oh, god damn it. He walks back as Jasper says, "Good job, sir. How you doing?" "I'm fucking tired." "Is there anything else needed?" As he's starting to put the walkie-talkie up. Yeah. Oh, God, what is it? There's a kid who looks incredibly lost. are we almost shut down? Almost all the kids are left? As he's like, yeah. And it's a girl. Looks like she was left by her group or something like that. As he's like, oh, fuck. Jasper, where she's at? As he says, technically she's with a wolf. Oh, fuck. Really? That's actually worse. That's worse if she was by herself. Why? You'll see in a couple of minutes. As he walks out as he sees Wolf as they both are eating ice cream, licking it up. As she's talking, he's like, they're both talking as one of them says the girl's name is like perfect, and he walks up, oh, hello. As his walkie-talkie is basically gone at this point, it's hidden. What's your name? As she looks over. Oh, I didn't know there was still any like boys left or kids left. He's like, I'm technically the owner of this place. Owner? You look way too young to be owning this place. Moisturizer, I hear that a lot. So she looks over as the wolf looks over as she looks spin as the girl raises her hand almost for a handshake. He's like, oh, hello. My name is as he's about to shake it as he grabs it. Your name is what again? Sorry. As she's like, oh, my name is, as this is where we're going to end off the video here. I hope you guys like it. I know this is another long one, but you know, this is how I've been making the content lately, mostly because it's easier for me, because I can make long content and make less of it. But I hope you guys like this video. Remember to comment down below any like other ideas, if I make any like true, honest mistakes, as this is where we're going to send this thing off. Goodbye, and remember the rules. Don't fuck anyone, don't add to the population, and don't get too drunk, okay? Goodbye.